What has been the most challenging part of your path to success? Is it admiring someone else's accomplishment and wondering how they got there? I remember when I was child and watching TV for long hours, my dad used to say, "You are helping someone else to succeed, but what about yours?" Hi, this is Priya Mishra, and today let's talk about that in this episode of your podcast series titled Manifest Your Success. Every day, we are bombarded with success stories or testimonials of people who have made it. They appear to understand every step, tactic, and detail of their business life and death, and also health. They compromise their health, they compromise their success, they compromise actually the happiness, the family happiness. So many things happen in between is never talked about. Hundreds of things we see daily can make us feel insignificant if we fall into the trap of comparison. You have goals such as building a worth billions of dollars business from the ground up, receiving multiple PhD, finding the perfect partner, or simply having a lovely family. And you're trying, but somehow is still not able to get those while other seems to have everything easy. Will say that you didn't have all their benefits, privilege, and whatever. We have seen every kind of testimonial, people succeeding from the richest and people succeeding from the poorest, people succeeding from the extremist condition, emotionally, physically, whether ecologically, environmentally. The success story is there from all walks of life. But how could we possibly expect to achieve the same result? We all are different. We wouldn't desire their lives if you know that happened behind the scenes, since wouldn't suit us. We frequently fail to appreciate our achievements and victories in word of instant satisfaction in social media and culture. Our distant acquaintance social media page makes us believe everything is straightforward. Everybody talks about flash stories like, "Oh wow, I achieved $1 billion. I worked overnight this." So many fake communication is happening by those successful people or millennials. It's not healthy. It's too simple to say, "Well, I'll never get there," rather than encouraging yourself. Quitting is defined as leaving a place generally permanently and deciding to abandon your aspiration, hopes, and vision. And the truth is that when we stop trying, we decide to give up. And as I always say, quitting is not easy, but is one of the easiest options. It does not mean that quitting is always a bad idea. Leaving is advised in some cases. You should know your boundaries. Actually, who do we quit? You are doing great. But that's what everyone tells you at work. But there is the touch, despite the praise, you're not in the best mood. Though you show certainly you have doubt beneath that confidence face. The fear that someone may discover that you are unsuitable for the position. The humanity of progression merely becomes because you are lucky. They are concerned that you may slip and display your inexperience. That sense of belonging is missing sometime. You feel like you are not fulfilled, right? There's so many reasons you can quit that you should know what is my boundary. When would be the right time for me to quit? Or other excuses. I'm trying, but you must can't get your work off the ground. Or another excuse, trying to complete in the Olympic but you can't seem to qualify. Every time you hear the word try, the term definite maybe comes to my mind. When you say try, you already imply you will not do it. When we say I'll try, it gives us a perfect escape clause. We are saying to ourselves, I'm not sure these things will work out, but I will try it. The underlying message is, if I don't like it, I can always quit. The truth of the matter is that there are some things you should never quit. Why should you do then on your development journey? What exactly is your plan? Committing to the do when meaning shifting your mindset to embrace the challenge you are about to face. Be firm that you will not try, not you will not quit until you get to where you want to be. Are you ready to give up trying? If so, stop trying and only do. The road to success is often paved with the rejection and failure for many person in the other profession. They become successful because they choose to rise above circumstances and move on. Failure is often a critical ingredient on the path to success. Many successful people can prove it. Stephen King considers in his biographical writing instruction as much as in writing. A memoir of the craft, he had a comparable stack of rejection slip from publisher in his early days as a writer. He used to place the slip on a nail above his bed to keep himself motivated early in his career. But the time he was 14, the nail is the wall and had given way under the weight of the rejection slip impaled on it. He wrote, I went back to the writing after placing the nail with a spike. Steve Jobs was also no stronger stranger to failure as the face of Apple technology. Jobs was fired from his role as lead to Macintosh Group by Apple's board of directors in 1985. We all know those stories. Remembering that I'll be dead soon is the most significant tool I have ever encountered to help me make the key choices in life, he said. When you ask Bill Gates, the world's wealthiest man about success, he will almost certainly tell you about failure. According to Gates, Microsoft's early success was due to his willingness to accept failure. Perhaps it's because, particularly, every home in the United States now has a personal computer. When someone makes a mistake in the corporate world, everyone runs for cover. He once said, at Microsoft, we try to end that kind of thinking. It is fine to celebrate success, but it's more important to remember the lessons of failure. How a company handles mistakes indicates how well it will bring out its people best ideas and talent and how effectively it will respond to change. Despite being inducted into the Hall of Fame and being a most famous basketball success story in history, Michael Jordan knows it's like to lose. Jordan once claimed he missed over 9,000 shots in his career. He knows his stats. He lost over 300 games. 26 times he was turned to take the game winning shot and failed it. He repeatedly failed in his life, which is why he's successful. He knows his limitations. Every athlete knows their strength and weakness. And why can't we treat our life like a athletic journey? Make an emotionally balanced decision to move forward instead of running or quitting. It is necessary to notice that despite seeming setbacks, your opinion is sometimes all that matters. In the next episode of our podcast, we'll go through how rejection and criticism may help us harness